Magandang araw po at magandang gabi sa mga nakakapanood sa gabi at sa lahat po ng naabot ng video nito. Welcome po dito sa AMBO Awi Mix Videos. Ngayon po ay may video po tayo mula kay The Most, no? Ito po ay upgrade, no, ng ating dambuhalang barko, no, yung tinatawag natin Philippine Navy BRP Tarlac o LD 601 sa kanyang number. So ito po yung video at sama-sama po natin itong bigyan ng ating reaction at komento kung ano masasabi natin dito sa patuloy na development ng ating tanggulang pambansa, ang Philippine Navy, sa larangan ng karagatan. So, ito pong video, halina't panoorin natin.
The Philippine Navy's largest amphibious vessel, the BRP Tarlac, is undergoing routine maintenance at PT PAL Indonesia.
Grabe, no? Ang laki nitong barkong ito, no? Ang mas maganda siguro, gawin na lang Coast Guard yan, eh, no? Kasi di ba, maliliit yung Coast Guard natin. So, kailangan to, pinturahan lang ng puti, no? Coast Guard na yan, no? Kasi, sa ngayon, parang kaunti lang yung armaments niya. Pero ito nga, mag-advance weapon tayo para dito sa BRP na to, no? Pero mas maganda kung Coast Guard na lang muna ito para katakutan din, ano? Kasi palakihan ng laban, eh, no? Yan ang gusto ng Chinese. Pa-play natin ulit.
But this isn't just a standard checkup. It's a step toward making the vessel even more capable for future operations, with planned upgrades, including a new combat.
So, yan po yung kanilang idadagdag, ano? Para talaga masabing Navy siya. So, dapat sa ngayon wala siyang ganyan. Dapat kulay puti yan. Sige po, tuloy natin.
That management system, air and surface search radar, and potential weapon enhancements, the BRP Tarlac is poised to become a more formidable asset for the Philippine Navy.
So, yung idadagdag, ano? Ulitin natin, ano?
What's happening?
Formidable assets, the BRP.
Meron siyang maglalagay ng dalawang machine gun doon sa dalawang corner, no? Dapat apat, no? Meron din dapat doon sa kabilang dulo sa may bandang harapan. Ito kasi gawing likod. Tapos itong nasa gitna o radar ba yan? No? So kung yun lang, dapat may missile din capability ito kasi Navy ito. At saka mga anti-submarine weapon. Di ba?
BRP Tarlac is poised to become a more formidable asset for the Philippine Navy. Let's take a closer look at what's happening and what this means for the country's naval modernization. The BRP Tarlac, LD-601, the Tarlac-class landing platform dock, LPD, lead ship, was commissioned into the Philippine Navy in 2016. This vessel is built by PT PAL Indonesia and plays a crucial role in amphibious operations, disaster relief, and troop transport. Now, in March 2025, the ship has returned to its birthplace in Surabaya, Indonesia, for routine maintenance. Dry docking is an essential process for any naval vessel, allowing engineers to inspect and repair the ship's hull, engines, and critical systems. This ensures the ship remains in peak operational condition, ready for its next mission. While in dry dock, the BRP Tarlac will receive a major upgrade, its combat management system.
So yun nga yung combat management system, ano? At ito yung gawang Indonesia. Ang hindi ko alam kung tatlo na yung ganito natin kalalaking barko. Tatlo na halos pare-parehas ganyan. Ngayon, correct me, ano, kung tatlo o dalawa pa lang, no? Kasi alam ko dapat tatlo na yan. So dyan, paki-correct po ako dyan sa comment box kung tatlo na nga ba o dalawa pa lang yung ganyang klaseng barko natin. Yung ganyan, kaparehas na. So, tuloy natin.
A modern combat management system will enhance the ship's ability to detect, track, and respond to threats in real time, making coordination with other naval assets more efficient. Additionally, new air and surface search radars will be installed. These advanced sensors will provide extended detection range, improving the ship's situational awareness against potential aerial and maritime threats. The Philippine Navy has hinted at even bigger enhancements for the BRP Tarlac in the future. Among the possible additions are a 76mm main gun for better surface attack capabilities, deck-mounted cannons for close-range defense, decoy launchers to counter incoming
So meron din pala siya nito, ano? Hindi lang nakita kanina.
missile threats, and a potential missile system, possibly a French-made MBDA weapon, though its exact placement on the ship remains unclear.
So, hindi pa maliwanag kung ilalagay nga itong missile system na to. Tama lang, dapat may missile system yan. At sa laki ng barko na yan, kahit na yung tinatawag nating yung Typhoon missile, pwedeng-pwede dyan, no? Pwedeng-pwede dyan ang Typhoon missile.
Initially, a separate project from the Strategic Sealift Vessel, the Department of National Defense, DND, was rushing the acquisition of one or two multi-role vessels, MRV, for the Philippine Navy through government-to-government contracts for Rice-Sester to 10 billion pesos. This would be a
Indonesia's design and will have no resemblance to the previously constructed model for the Indonesian Navy, the Makassar class, which was of South Korean origin. On May 29th, Indonesian state-owned shipbuilder PT Pali Indonesia held the keel-laying ceremony for a 124-meter landing platform dock, LPD, ordered by the Philippine government. The ship, classified as a strategic sea lift vessel, SSV, is the second ship from the second batch of 2 LPDs ordered for the Philippine Navy.
So dito, pangalawa pa lang siya, no? Second ship. So dapat tatlo siya. So dito parang nasagot yung tanong ko, no, na dalawa pa lang yung ganyan natin.
The first steel cutting ceremony for this ship had already taken place on January 22nd, together with the keel laying of the first LPD of the same batch. The first batch, consisting of 2 LPDs, BRP Tarlac, LD601, and BRP Davao del Sur, LD602, were successfully delivered and commissioned in 2016 and 2017, respectively. Both ships have participated in numerous exercises and humanitarian missions, demonstrating their versatility and critical importance to the Philippine Navy. On several occasions, the two vessels have also been deployed to the South China Sea. BRP Tarlac has proven to be a vital asset in the Philippine Navy's fleet. Its versatility allows it to support marine landing operations, humanitarian missions, and naval exercises with allied nations. With rising tensions in regional waters, particularly the West Philippine Sea, upgrading the Philippine Navy's assets is a strategic move. Enhancing the BRP Tarlac's combat and surveillance capabilities ensures the country has a more resilient and capable naval force. The BRP Tarlac's dry docking and upgrade program reflect the Philippine Navy's commitment to modernization. With a stronger combat system, improved radar, and possible weapons integration, the vessel will continue to serve as a key asset for the country's defense. What do you think about these upgrades? Should the Philippine Navy push for missile systems on the BRP Tarlac? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the country's military advancements.
Sa muna natin, naalala ko noon, pagka may binabalita na may darating na tinatawag natin mga warships sa Pilipinas, talagang bilib na bilib tayo kasi mga higante, no? Higante yung mga barko na noon, no? At ang barko pa lang natin noon ay yung tinatawag na Humabon. No, napakaliit at World War II pa, napaka lumang barko na. Inaandar pa rin natin yun noon. Sabi nila, kaya daw lumaban sa mga Chinese. Pero wag ka, talagang full of armaments ang Humabon. So ngayon, meron na tayong mga ganitong kalalaki. No? Dating wala tayo na hinahangaan natin na pag dumarating sa atin, binabalita pa yan. Ngayon, meron na tayo. No? Ayan, no? Mga higanting barko ito. No, at marami itong pwedeng i-carry, no? Mga sasakyan, i-unload. Kaya malaki. Pang transport din po siya. So, hanggang dito na lang, no? Ang video niya, may maikli lang ng konti. Kasi, pinaliwanag niya lang naman dito, yung mga idadagdag, no? As of now kasi, wala itong mga, mga armaments, no? More on transport siya. Tsaka, although, barko to ng Navy napakalaki, tangay nito yung mga helicopter. Meron yan sa loob pinapasok lang nila. Meron siyang dock o mga lapagan ng helicopter sa loob, kaya sa likod, kaya makikita nyo na malapad yung likod nito, no? Parang sa aircraft carrier ng mga helicopter. At bukod doon sa gawing likod nito, naglalaman din ito ng mga amphibious tank na pwedeng lumaban, no, o magsagawa ng mga maliliit na atake, no, bago ka pa makalapit sa barko na yan. At siyempre, nandun na rin yung mga sandatahan na may hawak na rifle, o mga maliliit lang na baril yan, no. Pero sayang kasi yung laki ng barko. Dapat yan missile capable, kaya tama nga yung mga upgrade nun. At upgrade yung radar, kasi nga sa ngayon dapat upgrade yung radar niya, kasi kung atakihin to ng isang destroyer, yung simpleng-simple lang atakihin yan at puntiryahin ng isang destroyer dahil kulang siya sa armaments. Pero kung ito ay may missile system, mga cannon malalaki, at maging sa anti-submarine warfare, kung maging ganun siya, tapos malaki pa siya, no? Sayang yung laki niya kung wala siyang mga missile system, mga pandepensa. Dapat lagyan talaga yan. So, mas maganda kung meron pa tayong isang ganyan na Coast Guard, no? Kasi ang laban, palakihan. So, ito malaki ito, no? Ang Coast Guard natin ay maliliit lang kumpara doon, no? So, ito mas malaki ito. At kung meron tayong ganyan, tingin ko, kayang-kaya natin itaboy yung mga at ihahanda ng dyan, yung master ship ng Coast Guard ng China. Pantatapat niya, no? Pero mukhang kung itong gagawin natin, kukulayan lang ng white yan at i-declare natin as Coast Guard. Kasi minsan ganun ang ginagawa ng ng China, no? Yung Navy nila, papalitan lang nila yung kulay, tapos kita nyo yung mga Coast Guard nila, may mga canyon di ba? So, maaaring yun yung mga Navy na gray ship lang, tapos kinulayan lang ng ng white para magmukhang Coast Guard. Tapos yun ang pinanglalaban nila. Ibig sabihin, pang front nila sa West Philippine Sea para katakutan. Pero mo Coast Guard, tapos at yun, lagyan siyempre nila ng water cannon. Coast Guard nga natin, walang water cannon. At least kung may water cannon tayo, may pangsabay tayo. Pag may water cannon tayo, pwede rin natin silang i-water cannon. Dapat meron ganun yung Coast Guard natin. So, tingin ko hanggang dito na lang po tayo nang matapos na ang usapang ito. At abang-abang na lang po ulit tayo sa bago nating upload na video. Salamat po ulit sa pagsuporta dito sa AMB Awi Mix Videos. Hanggang sa muli.